You think life in Walnut Grove was sweet and simple? Think again. On screen, Little House on the Prairie looked like a cozy slice of old-school American life. Kids running through golden fields, loving parents, small-town charm. But behind that wholesome image? Drama, frustration, burnout, and people walking off the set with no goodbye. Yep, some of your favorite stars just disappeared. And today we're digging into why. What really happened to the cast of Little House? Why did the people we loved suddenly vanish? Stick around because the truth behind this iconic show is way messier than you might expect. Let's start with Melissa Gilbert, aka Laura Ingalls. 4 million viewers, she was the heart of the show. But for Melissa, that spotlight came with a price. She'd grown up on set, basically living in front of the cameras. At first, it felt magical. What kid wouldn't love playing dress-up on a TV frontier? But by the time Michael Landon, who played Pa and also ran the show, stepped back from acting, the pressure was all on her. She wasn't just acting, she was carrying the entire show. Scripts revolved around her. Marketing revolved around her. It was overwhelming, especially for a teenager trying to figure out who she was outside of Laura. Could she sing? Do film? Be someone new? And then, the show ended. Just like that. No meeting. No call from the studio. Melissa found out from another actor that the series was done. After all she gave to that show, no one even had the decency to tell her. Still, she stuck around to film the final 3 TV movies. To her, they weren't just scripts. They were closure. A love letter to the fans, to her childhood, to everything Little House meant. When it was finally over, she did something unexpected. She walked away from Hollywood. Quietly. No drama. She moved into a little home in the Catskills with her husband, far from the lights and cameras. For the first time in decades, she wasn't playing anyone. She was just Melissa. And that, in her words, was enough. Then there's Michael Landon, the driving force behind Little House. He didn't just act in it. He wrote it, directed it, controlled every detail. He brought the same warmth and values we saw on screen, but behind the scenes, he carried the weight of the entire production on his shoulders. And that worked, for a while. The show had a clear tone, tight direction, and a loyal fan base. But year after year the pressure built. Keeping stories fresh. Keeping actors happy. Keeping the network from interfering. By the 8th season, Landon was exhausted. And the network wanted change, new faces, faster pace, trendier storytelling. But the show's core was shifting too. Laura was now grown, married, starting her own family. The father-daughter magic that once held the series together didn't feel the same anymore. Landon realized it. If he stayed on screen, he'd have to fake it. And Little House was never about faking it. So he stepped back from acting. The show carried on, sort of, as Little House. A new beginning, but something was missing. Landon still directed from behind the camera, but that on-screen soul? Gone. He wasn't done with TV though. Just a few years later, he launched Highway to Heaven, playing a modern-day angel helping people in need. It had the same emotional pull, the same deep values, but it let Landon work with fresh stories and energy. He left Little House when he knew the magic had shifted, and honestly, that takes real guts. Next up, Karen Grassel, who played Caroline Ma Ingalls. On the show, she was the calm, loving rock of the family. But off-screen, she was being treated more like background noise. As the seasons passed, she saw her role shrinking. Less screen time, less dialogue, and definitely less pay. She wanted more, not fame or flashy storylines. Just fairness, respect, equal pay. A chance to explore her character like the rest of the cast. But pushing for that put her in direct conflict with Landon, who didn't always take kindly to being challenged. Eventually, her role became so sidelined it didn't even feel real anymore. And when the focus shifted to Laura's new life, Ma was erased. No big farewell.